Dive headfirst into a world of endless possibilities, guided by the power of God's love and grace. As a child of God, you are called to envision yourself as an instrument of His purpose and plan. What remarkable feats do you wish to accomplish for His glory? What legacy will you leave behind as a testament to His goodness? And no, I'm not just talking about your earthly career. God has a unique purpose for each of us, and it may not always align with what the world considers success. Perhaps your dream is to serve others through mission work or to minister to your local community. Maybe you feel called to a life of prayer and contemplation, seeking God's will through solitude and silence. Or perhaps your dream is to use your talents and skills in the business world to be a light for Christ in a competitive and often cutthroat environment. No matter the dream, the question remains: what actions will you take to bring it to life? How will you transform your world through God's grace and guidance? The thing is, people often believe that change is incredibly difficult, especially when it comes to living out God's will for our lives. But with faith and trust in Him, all things are possible. It all starts with the power of your mind, focused on the goodness and love of God. Whatever you can conceive in thought can be brought to life in the physical world when guided by His will and plan. Imagine, for instance, that after prayer and contemplation, you feel called to a specific ministry. By simply picturing yourself in that role and the steps necessary to achieve it, you've opened the door to a new reality, born from a single thought and God's guiding hand. Perhaps this example sounds trivial, but it illustrates how new possibilities emerge from our decisions and thoughts when aligned with God's will. There's a crucial space between conceiving an idea and experiencing the reality it creates, filled with the steps you must take to bridge the gap. But with faith and trust in God, the journey is filled with His love and grace, leading to a life of purpose and fulfillment. So dive headfirst into a world of endless possibilities, guided by God's love and grace, and let Him transform your world for His glory. The power of our thoughts is truly remarkable. As human beings, we have the ability to create our own reality simply by producing thoughts and taking action towards them. This is a powerful concept that can change our lives in unimaginable ways. When we talk about creating our own reality, we cannot ignore the role of God in our lives. He is the ultimate creator and has given us the power to co-create with Him. We can align our thoughts and desires with God's will and work towards achieving our goals. When we do this, we invite God's blessings and guidance into our lives. However, it's important to note that creating our own reality requires us to have faith in ourselves and in God. We must believe that anything is possible and that God is always with us, guiding us towards our goals. When we have faith, we can overcome any obstacle and achieve anything we set our minds to. Fear and doubt are the biggest obstacles to creating our own reality. We must learn to overcome these negative emotions and have faith that God is always with us, no matter what. We must also learn to ignore other people's opinions and trust in our own instincts. God has given us each a unique path to follow, and we must trust in our own journey. Stop sharing your dreams and goals with everyone. Protect your energy and your dreams, because not everyone will support you. In fact, some people will try to bring you down and throw dirt on your plans. But don't let their negativity discourage you or stop you from pursuing your dreams. Instead, focus on your thoughts and the timeline you've created in your mind. Visualize yourself achieving your goals and taking the necessary steps to get there. Believe in yourself and your abilities, because you have the power to create your reality. This power comes from the energy within you, and it is a gift from God. He has given you the ability to manifest your dreams and attract positivity into your life. But it's important to remember that this gift also comes with responsibility. You must guard your thoughts and focus on positivity. Don't allow negative thoughts to take root in your mind, because they will only lead to negative outcomes. Instead, choose to focus on the good things in your life and the blessings that God has given you. By doing this, you will attract more positivity into your life and create a ripple effect of goodness that will touch the lives of those around you. You will be a light in the darkness, inspiring others to believe in themselves and their dreams. As human beings, we all have moments where we feel angry and frustrated, where we feel like we've lost control. We may want to lash out, throw something or break something just to release the anger and the tension. But we need to be careful because in those moments, we are giving up control over ourselves and our actions. The beauty in knowing is that we can learn to control our thoughts and intentions. We can choose to respond to our emotions in a positive way rather than reacting impulsively and destructively. It's not an easy thing to do, but with practice and mindfulness, we can train ourselves to think before we act, to pause and take a deep breath before we let our emotions get the best of us. And as we learn to control our thoughts, we begin to control our reality. Our thoughts and feelings shape our experiences, whether we want to acknowledge it or not. We are all capable of manifesting our dreams and desires, but it starts with our mindset and our beliefs. We have to believe in our own power and potential, and we have to be intentional about what we want to create in our lives. As believers in God, we understand that He is the ultimate source of all power and energy. We can tap into that divine energy through prayer, meditation, and spiritual practice. We can ask God for guidance and wisdom and trust that He will lead us down the right path. The world may try to tell us that our beliefs are foolish or irrational, but we know the truth. We know that our thoughts and emotions have real power, and that we can use that power to shape our lives and impact the world around us. We can choose to focus on love, compassion, and kindness, and in doing so, we can change the world for the better. There is a force that is greater than any device or person that exists in this world. It is a force that has been present since the beginning of time, and it is the force that created us all. This force is God, and it is through God that we are able to control our thoughts and feelings. When we understand how the universe really works and how energy really works, we realize that nothing outside of us can manipulate our energy, thoughts, and feelings. We become whole within ourselves and start to take control of our reality. We start to understand that we have the power to create our own destiny. This power lies within us, and it is up to us to harness it. It is up to us to start being in control of our thoughts and feelings. We need to remove the outside pains of other people in this world, of our peers and our family or friends, because we are allowing those people to dictate our thoughts and change our feelings. When we become whole within ourselves, we start to understand the beauty and wonder of life. The possibilities are endless, and we start to see that the world is full of opportunities. We start to understand that we are not limited by our resources, our money, or our opportunities. It is our doubt and our negative thoughts that limit us. When it comes to achieving our goals and living the life we want, it all starts with our mindset. The power of our thoughts is limitless, and when we learn to harness it, we can attract all the resources we need to achieve our dreams. However, it's important to be aware of the negativity that surrounds us. Doubt, fear, and negative comments from others can easily affect our mindset and make us doubt ourselves. That's why it's essential to surround ourselves with positivity and protect our goals until they are solid and unbreakable. One of the most powerful sources of positivity is our faith in God. When we believe in Him, we tap into an infinite source of strength, hope, and inspiration. God can bring people into our lives who will support and encourage us, and He can guide us to the opportunities we need to achieve our goals. But we must also remember that God helps those who help themselves. We can't just sit back and wait for success to come to us. We have to take action and do the work necessary to achieve our goals. And when we do, God will bless our efforts and help us succeed. So how can we maintain a positive mindset and attract success into our lives? It all starts with words. We need to be aware of the power of our words. The things we say to ourselves and to others can have a profound impact on our thoughts and emotions. That's why it's essential to speak positively and avoid negative self-talk and gossip. And finally, we must trust in God's plan for our lives. Even when things don't go according to our plans, we can trust that God has a greater purpose for us. We must have faith that everything will work out in the end and that God will guide us through any challenges we face. Like the video and type Amen if you trust in the Lord.